Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope that you're finding some things to do if you're on lockdown or you're doing self-isolation. But at this time, I think it's really important to set intentions for yourself. Like, obviously, if you're stuck in the house, and you're doing work from home, you might have a little less time to do just your personal things than you would if you didn't have to work from home. But even in that, you can also find time to do the things that you needed to do. Like for me, definitely like going through my nightstand over here and cleaning out the drawers and going through my earbuds and my phone cords and just like, putting everything in like good order and not just shoving stuff in the drawer like I tend to do. It's just a horrible habit. But also, I'm like really grateful because I have these coloring books. They're like mandalas. And, I'll do that. But really dropping into my center and using this time, like, I don't want this to go by, which is a huge reset for humanity, and say, oh, well, I just did normal stuff like in the house, watch freaking Netflix or whatever. This is really a time of deepening, and it's a huge cleansing for humanity. This is a massive wake up call. We have to change our behavior. It's like, if you think of the old adage, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It doesn't happen. And when we have raped this planet, we have put our needs above the great mother that houses all of us. And, she's fighting back. You might think that's kind of a woo-woo statement, but look around you. With the fires in Australia, there's so many things that haven't happened. The fires in California, the pollution in China and different countries where people were wearing masks for a long time anyway. This is all really coming to a head. So in this time of being in the house and, setting intentions, what kind of intentions can you set for yourself that you're going to change your behavior? Like, it could be little daily things. Even months ago, because the reality is about recycling, most plastic that we put into the recycling bins doesn't get recycled. I mean, look at all the crap that's floating in the oceans. But we used to buy my dad these protein shakes because in the middle of the night, with his dementia, he thinks he needs to get up to eat. And if there's not anything next to his bedside, off he wanders, and he's a fall risk. So instead of buying like a case of Boost or any of them that have individual bottles to be recycled, I bought this one big plastic, 64-ounce jar of powder. So that's a little something, but I'm sure I could do something better than that. I could really do my research, now that I have time to sit and not be pulled in 500 directions because I'm self-isolating with my parents here in Florida, to find maybe some kind of package that would have something even healthier with a protein powder that might be in a biodegradable package. Like, there's got to be something like that out there. So, what kind of intentions can you set for yourself so you don't go crazy in this time, especially if your children are home with you and you're used to having them in school 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and now you're all home together. Little games for them to play, set time for their schoolwork. That's another thing too. Like, my daughter's home with her oldest son, well, both the kids. But my granddaughter's in preschool and my grandson's in second grade, and he's got packets of work to do, and then he thinks he could do a little bit and go run and watch TV or play video games. And it has to be structured. My girls were homeschooled for a long time, and there was structure. They'd get up and they do, their work for an hour or whatever, 2 hours, and then they take a break, and then they go back and finish, and things like that aren't the norm for you. Now you have to structure them. So set your intentions. Be intentional about these times. I have so much I want to do, like the books I'm going to read. I want to drop in more to my heart. I just literally finished my hypnotherapy course, but now intentionally I want to go over each module with note cards and continue, to do practicum as well so that I can actually take my tests and get my certification, So that's an intention for me. And there's no caregiver in the house now. And it's fine. It's interesting. Now I'm finding I have even more time. They're set. I had made them breakfast and I can do my thing now. I don't normally get a lot of time to myself during the day when I'm here with them. Even when somebody else was in the house, I just feel like there's always something to do. But it's interesting when things get pulled away from you. You're kind of forced now. We're forced to sit with ourselves and look at things. So if there's patterns in your life that you keep repeating, and you realize that, work on them. This is time for deep self-work, like working on the self, looking at things that keep coming up. What can you do to change that? But really, I'd ask people to drop in and ask what can they do to change their habits on the planet so that we don't have so much waste. Even my traveling could come to, more of a minimum so that my carbon footprint is lower. yeah, there's just things that can happen, so much we can do. So I hope this time that you're not going squirrely. Maybe you have some board games, and you're finding time to connect with the people that you're in the house with. Just go out and get some fresh air and ground yourself in nature. And this is going to pass, but I think it's going to pass quicker if we all take it seriously and isolate for a while, so that we're not continually spreading germs. And again, I've said it before, it's like influenza A usually takes out 1 million people worldwide every year, but this virus is spreading so much quicker. And you don't see things shut down. You don't see airports shut down normally. You don't see countries locked in. You don't see curfews. You don't see any of this shit. And there could be numerous reasons why this is all happening. I want to get into the shadow side of all of this, because I know there's two sides to every coin. But in the interim, while you are on lockdown, take good care of yourself. Do some self-care. Maybe you want to do like a bath, once a week that you haven't done yet. Or, if you're a girl, you want to do a face mask, or things that you feel you don't have time for. Like, make time for yourself, And really, I would encourage you to reach out to your friends, because for a fact that there are people that are probably freaking out more than you are. And wouldn't it be great to get a call? Like, I got a phone call yesterday from a girlfriend that I met in my late teens in East Hampton, and she's so sweet, and she was just singing my praises because she's done elder care in nursing homes, and that I have both of them, and I did the house sale and all these things, and it made me feel really good to know that somebody that I haven't really even connected with in the physical in like 30 some odd years recognizes the deep work that goes on in this home. And it was really sweet. So reach out to your friends, send them love, take good care of yourselves, and yeah, we'll get through this. Just be safe, wash your hands, don't do anything unnecessary, don't run around all the time. All right, I'm sending you so much love. It's an overcast day here in Florida, and it's a little cool, so it feels really nice. So that's what I'm grateful for today. And I'm grateful for all of you, all my friends. Thank you.